that we were having. Let's get more on Huawei, on that ruling. I'm joined now by Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger from Virginia. She's a former CIA case officer and she serves on the House Foreign Affairs Committee. Congresswoman, thanks for joining the program. Do you think that Huawei is a proxy for the Chinese government and the Chinese military?
I think the important point is that Huawei and frankly any Chinese government or any Chinese company has the potential for being linked to Chinese military and the Chinese intel services. And we know that that is a link that exists with Huawei. So the concern that I have with Huawei is the fact that data and privacy is now subject to a different standard. It is subject to potential engagement or usage by the Chinese government because of the use of Huawei technology, and it presents a significant threat to our telecommunications networks.
The United States put considerable pressure on the UK to ban Huawei from its 5G network. What damage would it have done to America if the UK had gone ahead and allowed some components of Huawei's technology into its 5G network? What was the problem for the United States there?
Well, I think notably, and we are only now moving forward ourselves as a country, protecting our own infrastructure from potential vulnerabilities that exist between the links of Chinese technology and Chinese intel and military services. I led a piece of legislation that was just only signed into law in March. It was bipartisan among Democrats and Republicans that would require that at home we develop a national strategy and a detailed implementation plan to protect our 5G technologies from systems that are foreign-based. It doesn't specifically call out Chinese technology or Huawei in particular, but the threat that they pose do fall under the umbrella of what it is that I was trying to address with my legislation. So we at home here in the United States are starting to really take action to protect ourselves. And certainly from a national security standpoint, it is helpful when our allies are taking the same steps to protect themselves and their data systems and network of information.
Because, I mean, part of the British argument was it's all very well to say we can't have the Chinese technology, but there isn't an American alternative. Doesn't the US have to step in with something that it feels is viable in lieu of Huawei?
Well, I think any nation that wants to ensure that its data is protected, that its networks are secure from potential vulnerability, needs to be aggressively investing in its own technology and development. And my hope is that that would happen here domestically in the United States or within other countries that we know have similar standards of privacy and protection and could create a product that would allow us here in the United States or our friends and allies in the United Kingdom to have the peace of mind and certainly the national security safety that our data and our information and our networks are not being made more vulnerable by virtue of the technology that we choose to use.
Okay. Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger, thank you very much for joining the program. This is an interesting issue in America because it is one of those rare issues where Republicans and Democrats are on the same